Welcome to lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, anyone who happens to be watching this reading. This is for the first week of December 2019. Thank you so much, Pisces. And here we have the Chariot flipping up for you, okay? Some of you are on the move here. Some of you are traveling. Some of you are like, I believe this card came out for you last week or 2 weeks ago as well, Pisces. It was a big part of your reading here, and it was about in regards to your home, making home renovation or traveling, changing home, or whatnot. So the Chariot energy is still with you. Let's see here what messages guidance spirit have for you during this time. Folks, just a quick reminder, this is a general reading. They may not resonate, and if it doesn't, don't try to make it. Do not get too overworked and upset by general messages that you're watching, because we are reading energy here, okay? If you are concerned about something in particular in your life, get a personal reading. And if you're interested in a personal reading from me, my information is in the description box down below. So here, let's see. One more. Alright. This is very strange, Pisces. It's literally my right shoulder started to hurt as I'm shuffling your cards. This was the last card that flipped up, the Seven of Wands, and here it is again, Emperor, okay, and the Two of Pentacles. So let's see, the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Swords. So Pisces, for some of you, it seems like during this first week of December, you are very much so feel like you may feel like you are under attack, okay? Some of you may feel like there's a need to defend yourself. There's a need to defend your, to stand up for your ideas, for your beliefs, okay? And some of you may also be dealing with a fire sign here, especially a Leo or an Aries. The Emperor card is the card of Leo, and this is Mars in Leo with the Seven of Wands here, okay? Some of you may be, especially if you have younger children, you may feel like you need to stand up for your children. You may feel like, perhaps for some of you, may feel like your kids are not, either you feel like you need to stand up to your children or you need to stand up for your children, okay? There's a thing here about children that's coming up that I'm pulling up here. Let's get some more message for you. Let's get some clarity on that Seven of Wands for you, Pisces. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Clarification on the Seven of Wands for Pisces. Clarification on the Seven of Wands for Pisces. This is Mars energy with that Seven of Wands here. The sense of aggression, of just someone may be too much. You may want to, I don't want to say to take it easy, but to not be too quick to respond, okay? Especially if someone is doing things just to get a rise out of you, okay, Pisces, during this time. Clarification on the Seven of Wands. Clarification. Okay, we have a flipper. We have a flipper, and it is the Emperor. We have the Emperor twice, and this was the wood chakra crystal stick that just fell down here. I have them all aligned. It's off camera, but we have the Emperor twice. So there is a need here for some of you to take charge of a certain situation, okay? To really stand strong, to put a firm, it's okay. If you're dealing, let's say you're younger energy, you're dealing with an older person, Pisces, that are trying to bully you, that are trying to boss you, that are trying to, they're not taking your ideas seriously. There's a need here for you to really stand strong for yourself, for your principles, for your own character, for your own independence, to show that, you know, your opinions are valid, your ideas are valid. The life you choose to live is worthy. Okay, there's a will sense here, whether it's a child that has to defend themselves in some way to an older figure, especially an older male, like, you know, a father figure or a boss even, or whether it's a boss that's kind of like teaching you to take charge of your own life. There is a will. Oh, okay, we just had a whole pile here, but we're not gonna do that. Some more clarification on the Seven of Wands for Pisces. Clarification on the Seven of Wands. And yes, some of you are dealing with a fire sign. We have the Emperor twice. The Emperor is a card of Aries. There is an Aries in your life here that you feel like you need to stand your ground. You need to find courage in dealing with them. Wow, the Tower. The Tower just came out with the Emperor. So yes, there's a big shakeup happening here. There's a big shakeup happening here. Even if you're not a child dealing with someone who's older, let's say you're the person who's the older person who have to fight your way, who has to fight for your kids, there's still the shakeup happening here. There's a foundation that's faulty, okay? Let's say things have been dormant. You know how like little things have happened, and you choose to like look the other way just to keep the peace. Okay, something is going to happen here where you Pisces is gonna feel like, okay, that's it, that's enough. Okay, that's enough. And some of you, it will be just you against a many here. Okay, it will be you against a community. It will be you. Let's say, for example, your kid is being bullied. It will be you showing up and defending your child against all this group, this gang of kids that are like, you know, trying to take advantage, trying to bully them, for example. Or it's gonna be you that's going to stand your ground, that's going to find courage to speak up for yourself once and for all, you know, in regards to the elders of your family, and that's gonna shake the ground. Things, they'll never look at you the same. Okay, you're gonna gain the respect, and things will never be the same. The power shift is going to be real. Like, it's gonna happen really quickly, in very suddenly, and in real time, and there's no going back. Okay, this is here. Like, you are manifesting, you are making this happen right here. Okay, by you having courage, and the universe is gonna step up and give you that boost. And here you are the Emperor. Like, you know, it's almost like the student becomes a master here. That's the energy that I'm picking up for you, Pisces. Clarification on the Emperor for Pisces. Clarification on the Emperor for Pisces. Clarification on the Emperor for Pisces. Yeah, this is the Emperor is also, by the way, this is all Mars energy. There's a lot of aggression here. And look at what came out for the Emperor, the Three of Wands. This is a Sun in Aries card. Some of you are, yes, this is like Aries on Aries. Aries on Aries. You're definitely dealing with an Aries. This is Mars energy. This is Mars in Leo. This is the card of Aries, which is ruled by Mars. This is the card of Scorpio, which is also ruled by Mars here. So this is a lot of Mars energy, aggression. Okay, this is the planet of war, of the warriors here, Mars. So whenever you think of Mars, you think of red, like, you know, of aggression, of blood. Even the bottom card here, the Knight of Swords, it's the fire of air, the Knight of Swords. Okay, this is fire energy. This is like fast moving energy. This is like communication with passion. This is self-expression with passion. This is showing a sense of intellect in such a passionate way that sometimes it may not be as careful or well worded, if that's an expression, is that a word, as it could have been. This is kind of like, you know, full speed ahead. Let's go, let's do this. Okay, the Three of Wands is also kind of expression, the Three of Wands, but this is all the threes to me, because this is like third house energy ruled by Mercury. But this is and we can see the bird, the way he's sending out the birdie. It's almost like sending out the bird as this is a messenger bird, right? He just released it. It's like, okay, you go tell them. You go tell them who's the boss in town. You go tell them who's the new sheriff in town, okay? And I'll be sitting here because I've already made my choice. You go and let them know, and I'll be waiting for your answer. Because either or, this nothing's gonna change that. You are dealing with an Aries here. You are dealing with an older person here, someone who's older than you, or someone who act like they're older than you, who's in command, or this is you taking on that energy, Pisces, during this time. But a lot of you are indeed dealing with an Aries person. And let me tell you, there is like a big showdown that has taken place, and there's a decision that's gonna have to be made, because like I said, once that tower moment happened, nothing's gonna be the same here. Let's get one more on the Emperor. Clarification on the Emperor. Fast moving energy. The message is gonna be sent loud and clear with that Knight of Fire here. Clarification on the Emperor for Pisces. Clarification on the Emperor for Pisces. Clarification. Okay, that's a lot, but we're gonna keep the, and yes, I do see the Ace of Wands at the top here, but I'm not gonna take it. We're gonna put it back down, and we're gonna take the Lovers, because that's the one that came by itself, face up. Yes, for some of you, this isn't in regards to love. Okay, this is not so much that it is in regards to children. Yes, it may be. It may be you standing up for your children against your significant partner, against your husband or your wife, if you will. Or for some of you, it's very well may be that you are in a relationship with someone who's mighty controlling, especially if there's a big age gap between the two of you. Okay, one person is significantly older than the other, and that person, you know, use control, use their maturity to always have the upper hand, if you will, to always, it's almost like they treat you like you're a child, like one of their child. This is you going to kind of like shift things around. You're going to be like, okay, hold up here. I am an adult. Yes, you may be older. I say woo, I say when, I say where. Okay, you don't get to tell me, you know, who I am. I know who I am. Something is gonna happen here. There's gonna be a showdown that's gonna create a tower moment between you and that person. Okay, and it's almost like once that happened, you yourself at that moment take control of by speaking up for yourself, by standing up for yourself. You're gonna take control of your life. Okay, you're gonna sit in command again of your world. And that's wonderful. And yes, this is, for a lot of you, this is in regards to a love situation. Okay, for a lot of you, there's gonna be a choice that needs to be made as well from this, because when the tower happens, nothing can remain the same. I don't know, for some of you, the choice may be about moving, because we saw the Chariot there while we're shuffling, that flipped up for you guys. And I'm looking at that Knight of Swords here. This is about travel, some of you, because what's behind the Two of Pentacles is someone trying to make a decision, okay? Waiting things out. And what's behind him in that choppy water, look at this. Look at the waves here. Is a boat that looks like it's about to capsize, though, right? So it's like, emotionally, someone may be a wreck trying to make this decision. Okay, someone may feel like everything is happening so fast, but they know there's a decision that needs to be made. And during this time, you're doing your pros and cons. You're trying to decide, do I go left, do I go right? What's important here? Okay, this is Capricorn energy with that two of Pentacles. And we know Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. It's all about order and discipline. So you're trying to make the right decision, okay? You're trying to make the right decision for you. You're trying to make it the proper way. You're not trying to wash it, and you're really trying to get the right answer. Look at this, Three of Pentacles. And yes, this is about a partnership here, okay? This is about a partnership. This is a decision about, do you partner with someone? This is a decision about creation here, creating something. The threes are a number of creation for me. And we have a 3 here as well, which is, this is action. 3 of Wands. Wands is always about action. We've accepted that offer with the 2 of Wands. We're planning it. Now it's time to start taking action about it, start communicating about it. And the 3 of Pentacles here, this is literally like the start of the building. People are carrying rocks. We're putting blocks on top of each other. We are like in the process of building. Okay, this is like actions is being taken here, and in regards and in partnership for the people to create something that's tangible. So this is what this is about. Like, do we want to stay in this relationship? Do we want to keep building in this relationship? Do we want to keep creating together? Let's get one more on the 2 of Pentacles. Spirit messages, clarification on the 2 of Pentacles for Pisces. Clarification on the 2 of Pentacles. Oh, Wow, the knight of, I'm sorry, the king of swords. And we have the lovers here. So yes, some of you may be dealing with a Gemini. And yes, some of you, this is about literally making that decision, taking charge, okay? Using your mind, not delaying, to take out the emotion, okay? To not allow emotion to cloud your judgment, to use your intellect, to remove yourself, to be unbiased. Look at how the sword is sitting on a whole different platform than him, planted inside the crown. Is to say the sword, that sword came flew, like I shouldn't say flew, that sword descended straight from the heavens into the crown. And that sword literally is a connection between the heavens to the crown chakra. Okay, that's how the information gets passed down to him. It's as if to say here, all you have to see is that is that sword. Before you even see me, you need to talk to me. Step to the swords first. This is your first contact before I give you audience. So for some of you, you're gonna be quiet. You're gonna become very detached. Okay, you're going to remove all emotions in regards to this, because and it may be the best thing for you, Pisces, during this time. Yes, you're very emotional, your water sign, because look at how the emotions is so up and down here. Okay, this is not good. This is, it's difficult to make a decision when you have so much, like, you're unstable emotionally. So this is you feel like this is the best thing for you in order to make a right decision about partnership, about starting to create with another. You need to detach yourself, to remove all emotions, and to take charge of the situation, to remain in charge of the situation, to communicate, to receive, to use your intuition at the same time, though. Because that bird here, wait, what kind of bird is that? I believe that is that's an owl. No, that's an eagle. This is having this is able to look from a different perspective, from high above. Okay, to look at the situation from a higher perspective, not just from the emotional point of view. Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck for you. And again, this is being very grounded. This is someone focusing here on what's important, on that pentacle. That's what's important. This is having laser focus on whatever it is that you're creating here, okay? For some of you, it would be kind of like, if this was a love situation, you're going to decide from, like, when that tower moment happened, that you want to focus on your money, on creating your own abundance, on creating your own powerhouse, on creating your own sense of security and stability. Okay, and that's gonna be, you're gonna have laser focus about that. That's gonna be the decision you make going forward for some of you. Let's get some advice, spiritual advice for you. This is the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Oh, that was quick. At the bottom here, we have the Age of Light. And it says, you've been training for this for lifetimes. Yes, you've been training for this for lifetimes. This is like, whoa, warrior woman. Of course you are. Because that's what I keep getting, all this Mars energy we have here on the table for you. Okay? You've been training for this for a lifetime, to go to war. To go to war for some of you, not just for yourself. Look at the swords that's being yielded here. What did I say? Look at do you see the imagery, right? You see the synchronization. What is the angel holding here? The sword. You are like not playing around. Somebody kind of like, you've been playing nice and kind for so long. Someone kind of like misunderstood, and you're about to show them that you are not playing around. Have you answered your deepest calling? Have you answered your deepest calling, warrior woman? Because your deepest calling is not for you to play meek. It's not for you to accept things just to play nice. It's for you to make sure things remains in order. It's to make sure, because you, Pisces, you are very intuitive. You are very it's not even just intuitive. You understand the mysteries in the way it's like you have so much knowledge. Okay, you have direct access, like to what we call the Akashic record. You have direct access to the divine. You can just tap into the energy so easily, like in such a way that it's almost like it's you. It's not like something you're connecting to. You already is that. You're just a spiritual, like a spiritual being that you can be, like closer to that than an earthly being, and then an earthling, if you will. So have you answered your deepest calling? Because it's almost like you're supposed to join the army for God, right? The army for love, to fight for what is right, to fight for, for the little man, if you will, for those people that are like vulnerable. Because that's what I was getting, the idea of children, like that imagery of children earlier, like someone needing to defending, right? Kids cannot speak for themselves. Kids cannot defend, especially against, like, an older people or someone who's in authority. So it's almost like you need to step up to fight for those that are like vulnerable, that are like that needs an advocate, if you will. And this is what spirit is calling you to do. Have you answered your deepest calling? You have a calling, and it seems like you are, during this time, this first week, there's gonna be something that happened. It might be a slight incident, but that slight incident is gonna almost like remind you of your voice, how powerful your voice is, how powerful testament your own life is. And you're gonna literally, like, from night to day, like, you're going to step and shift your perspective so drastically with that tarot moment, that you're going to step into an authority role, and like you're going to take command, okay, of your life, of who you are, of that deepest calling, if you will. And you're just gonna have to start making decisions, perhaps decisions even about work, decisions about the things that you give your thoughts to, decisions about the things that you do for a living, that you use your resources for. It's gonna be a will shift. And of course, it first happening internally, and then ultimately it starts being realized in your everyday life, in the daily routine and the things that you do, before it becomes that big thing. It becomes like a big major part of your life. Okay, so I hope this message gives you some clarity and makes sense to any of you, because there was a lot there, but there's a lot of power that you're about to step into. Okay, it's a lot of Mars energy, a lot of aggression. You warrior woman, you go out there and you do you, Pisces. Okay, I'm sending you so much love during this time. Thank you so much for your continued support, and as always, remember, love is indeed the only answer. Thank you so much, Pisces. Bye bye.